7 days to die, ladies and gentlemen. It is I, like a boss, and this is kind of a sad time because I am going to suspend the series until Alpha 16 comes out or another update, something of that nature. But I did promise to come back and tour the castle, and I promised I would finish it, and I have. So we'll just start over here in the garden on top of the working stiff tool, and it is a beautiful garden with a permanent water source for our drinking pleasure. And the reason why I'm suspending the Let's Play is just to lack of interest, I guess. It's been a weird series. Some of my videos got close to 800-900 views. I haven't looked at that one recently, but and then others would get like 10 views, and the last castle build one I did pretty well, 100 and some odd views, and I was quite pleased. But looking back, the one before it was like, 18 or 20 views, and just kind of a lack of interest. So, the other thing I need to tell you is I finished the castle this morning, and I did put my game mode into creative. So, I did that for a couple of different reasons. One thing is I picked out other games in other series and etc., and I just didn't have time to go ahead and finish it in regular mode. So I thought, well, let's get the final looks done on it anyway, and then I can show it off. So we're going to go into fly mode, which is H when you're in creative. And I thought, what no better way to look around than in creative mode. And I really didn't have to do a ton of work. It only took me about an hour this morning to finish it. I had to dig up this floor, of course manually, and I finished the courtyard. I planted some trees is all I did. I finished this tower in creative, and I put the ramparts on the wall. Let's see if we can land without getting totally wrecked. Here we go. Whoops, I'm not quite all the way down, I'm hovering. So I added these rampart blocks. I'll probably never do a build this big with cobble again unless they change the mechanic, because it takes so long, even with a nail gun, to upgrade. It is redonkulous. With a nail gun, it should go 1, 2, be done. I mean, obviously, it doesn't take any more time to do concrete than it should, filling in a frame for cobble, in my humble opinion. So I just had to finish this one. I put the corner block or the wedge blocks in the walls, inside and out. Let's go in and take a look-see. There you go. It's all finished. The ladders. This was only the single layer. It wasn't this tall. So all I had to do was put this second edition on the top. Let's walk around. I did have to put in a few catwalks, not a lot. I'll show you where that was. And I added doors. Every opening should have a door now. The desk and the bed and the or the headboard there, I already had built in regular mode, and I did add the king boss and queen boss in the king size bed. Just the signs in creative. This catwalk right here I added. And just the ramparts on this upper wall Most of the towers, the ramparts, were already in place. Let's go down a floor. The newest thing, and I had most of this built too, but I don't think this has appeared in a video. This wall to my right and door, this would be a blacksmith shop, big open window here. So I added some forges and I made this tile, might be tile pavers or something like that in the blacksmith shop. And this is the floor I dug up, and these blocks were all made in creative mode, as well as this ramp. These blocks were here, but so I'm just showing you everything I did in creative. This was all built without creative mode. So we'll head back out. Let's go into the courtyard, and I did all of this manually. Created the forest ground and leveled this all out. The trees I put in creative mode, and if you will recall, there was a light tower here that I took out. It was just frames with torches on it to help us at night to be able to see. All of this was done in regular mode. So really everything I talked about is what I did in creative. Everything else was in regular mode. And you remember this fireplace? I really like it. And if you remember how we did it, those are burning barrels underneath, and then I put dual campfires on top of the burning barrels. Go back and watch in the series if you want to make something like this in your world. It was pretty sweet. Alright, let's go through this way. This is the dungeon, or the oubliette, which is French for to forget, I believe. And I didn't make it functional with a door. I mean, if we were playing on a multiplayer server, then I would have, but this is a single player, so what am I going to do? Lock myself up in my own oubliette? And that really is more of a dungeon. Oubliette is like a hole, a very tiny hole that leads to a cavern that they would put you in and forget about you. French History 101. But I did add quite a few doors. Some of the doors I had. This feature I really like. I wish I could have come up with a more smooth transition. Now you have to hop to stay on the top level. But there's this little level and a little secret room, which is pretty sweet. And then if you run and jump, no problem. These are guard rooms. They have the arrow slits, bars, so the guards can't be molested by intruders. This way, we go to the moat. And I did place all of these blocks by, you know, I made all these. The water I added in creative mode. Alright guys, sorry I had to pause out there for just a second. Anyway, I added the water. There's actually, I think you would be crazy to bucket water in here. Let me show you. You hit U, and this is the creative menu, cheat menu, whatever you want to call it. Just type in water. And there is this water block or water source. Works very well. So even if I was doing this build, I would probably still cheat in the water. That would be tons and tons and tons of water. And I brought it all the way back there. There the tomography kind of gets bad, so I would have quit digging at that point anyway. And I did not carry the moat all the way around, but it's very time consuming to do this, and when you have other videos and stuff to work on, I just didn't have time for the amount of interest I was getting, guys. So that's going to be my explanation on it. And I wish that I would not have put concrete right there. I was going to make the whole lower foundation out of concrete. Definitely had the resources to do it. Oh, I just leveled up. The reason why I was going to and decided not to is I didn't like how it looked. And the reason why I thought it would be a good idea is because zombies would be falling in here constantly and beating on the walls. But once you have cleared out your town, like, you know, I have just not seen any zombies at all. It's been pretty quiet. Very quiet, actually. And I never wanted to fight hordes with this anyway. And that's why this is all concrete and not the cobble. I thought it would take quite a bit of beating. So, that's that. Yeah, we looked at the bedroom. We pretty much looked at everything. Alright, guys. Well, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Yeah. And we will definitely pick up 7 Days to Die again in the future. Either they'll come out with a 15.5 or, you know, next big update. Or Alpha 16. I'll definitely, as soon as even the experimental comes out, I will be playing Alpha 16 and bringing it here to you on our channel. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you appreciate the amount of work that I put into this. It's by far my biggest build. Alpha 16, I probably will not build anything nearly this big. So, not sure what we'll do. You know, it'll be a brand new game. That's a great thing about early access. Every time you know, the devs come up with a new alpha, it's almost like a brand new game. So if you guys like this video, give me a big fat thumbs up. If you hate the video, give me a big fat thumbs down. Subscribe for more content, and in the future we will be having more 7 Days to Die. Thanks for watching. I'm Like a Boss.